This is entertainment. We're supposed to be drama. So if you say something on camera, then I'm going to carry it on camera.
Travis, talking about you, let's just jump right into it, all right? Mm-hmm. Let's just jump right into the meat of it. Are you renting Leon?
No, I'm not. He's here today.
All right.
I never said that you and Leon are not together. And when they asked me where y'all, do you think they're together? I said I plead the fifth because I was not. I didn't know.
She took some information and ran with it, and when she went on her dog party, she threw that shit in your face. She didn't know you. That's where the motherfucking drama came from.
You going to resource, I'm the source. Okay, let's be real. Let's be real. You came to the source. You came to the source. You went to the resources first, and I'm the damn source. I gave you a definite answer, and you kept on dragging it down the line. Let's be clear. We good, honey. We ain't gonna get out of this. We just having a heated conversation, honey.
In the world full of tens, I'm number one.
The honeymoon may be over, but now I'm open to new beginnings.
New brand, new boo. Let's be clear. I am ready for the world.
I'm famous for being arrogant, but hated for being real.
In the past, I struggled with my passion for love. Now I have everything I need.
I had a dream that I was a king, but once I woke up, I was still a king.
I may be a jack of all trades, but I will never trade my truth for a lie.
All right, we are back. Look, I am excited about this conversation. Hopefully you've enjoyed it so far. This is about to get a little deeper into some questions, not only from the fans and the viewers, but also from myself, because as a viewer myself, I have my own questions. We are not going to dismiss the fact that we have another person joining us on the reunion show tonight, and that would be Timi. Welcome in, Timi.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. I'm so glad you decided to join us.
Thank you.
It took a little while to get in this suit, I understand, but you look good. Hey, slim thick-ish. Just getting to your questions. Everybody knows by now I'm a little direct. You on the show bottom shamed, and as a person who has bottom, does bottom, why is that? Why do you feel like you need to give that energy when you do the same thing?
I didn't feel like I bottom shamed anyone.
Okay.
I felt like I have an opinion and I have a preference. And so with that being said, it was nothing to, try to bottom shame him. Like, I'm a versatile guy. I like giving and receiving. It was just when I see somebody that's like, I'm like, oh, I think he a bottom. I'm not into bottoms. I'm into either verse or verse tops. So it wasn't trying to be disrespectful or anything like that. It was just more so my preference. And I have an opinion just like everybody else have one. So in this gay community, I feel like everyone should stop being so sensitive and just realize that when we alone behind these cameras, everyone do the same thing. So it's not bottom shame. It's just I'm being real and being very transparent. And whoever don't like it, I don't give a fuck.
No comment.
I think as a person that knows Timi, I do believe that his intentions were very pure in his delivery about that. Yeah. I don't, one thing, this might be me jumping in between something I don't need to be involved in, but just for me watching it, it was a little harmful. And I can see how it could be perceived in another way, but I just think it was just him stating his preference in the situation at hand. Because I think we got both sides of the party. We got both opinions of the party.
Two different things. Like, he could have just said, well, Tyvan's not my type.
Right.
It seems like he's more of a bottom.
Yeah.
He said that.
I know, but he said more of that.
But y'all can't tell me how
but
to
he
say
said, you
something.
just said he should have said that. He said what you just said he should have said. So what more like you?
Let me
I don't
shut up.
recall him saying that to me. Like,
Thank you. He never told me that specifically.
Because I felt like we could have been girls. We could have been cool after that.
We can.
You said what?
I said we can. There's no problem.
You hear that? So what's stopping that?
If there's no problem, I don't care. I only retaliate. The whole season, the only one time I'm getting into it with him is when I'm seeing him talking shit in the confessionals and rolling his eyes and all of that. That's when I'm retaliating. I don't start shit with nobody. So if nobody don't start shit with me, I don't have no problem.
We know that you like grabbing candles that are hot, right? Hot candles?
Yes.
So tell us about the candle wax. Would you have actually thrown it on him if you had the opportunity?
Somebody who has
some sort of composure. You know, if I didn't have composure, if I wasn't logical, if I wasn't intelligent, if I wasn't strategic, I would have threw the candle. But I told myself quickly, I said, it's not that deep. But my thing is, if you saying let's fight, let's go outside, you shouldn't have turned your back on me in the first place, because you don't know what I could have did.
True. Her in the bag.
But I wasn't gonna throw it because one, it wasn't just him going downstairs. It was other people. I didn't want to hit the wrong person.
True.
And two,
I was behind the whatnot.
Yeah. But it wasn't that deep.
Can we address?
But you can't say let's fight, and then like have certain rules like let's fight, but you can't throw no candle. Like you can't do that.
I
like,
got you.
No.
My question though, Timi, is why were you so quiet? You had an opportunity when you walked in Savannah to say something to Leon and to Travis, but you were quiet when you walked in. You were introduced. You were introduced. You had an opportunity to say something immediately, you know, but you did not. About the situation you've been talking about them not being real, and you did not.
You see, he's still sitting with Casper.
Let me tell you. When I first walked in the house, and everyone can like for real. When I first walked in the house, Travis. I mean, I was already hearing that when Leon's supposed to see me.
You heard that from your brain, honey.
Travis, you shut the fuck up. You been here all day talking. I'm here now. Okay?
You barely.
Okay, I'm
barely.
here. Bitch, and I'll be here next season too.
I bet you.
Goofy ass. Stop playing with me.
Math.
Stop playing with me.
Math.
Measurette.
Math.
Measurette.
Math.
Measurette.
Math.
Bitch, get your fat ass up there.
Bitch, 24 pounds down, bitch, and I still look fabulous. Bitch, you look like a goddamn broke. Good night.
Broke crayon.
Good night, bitch. You are a crayon, bitch. That's melted. Good night. Earwax looking ass, bitch.
Timi, you missed this part.
Timi just came from a funeral. He came here directly from a funeral.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
So this was the colors of the attire.
Okay.
So I just feel like it's just a little childish to point out dress, because I mean you repeated shirts all season. So I mean it's just not. It's not.
The reality is that nothing is that serious, right? And all the name calling we don't need right now. What we want to do is get to the heart of the issues, and that's why I'm asking these particular questions. Let's. One question I do have though was the argument in Savannah. That was one of those that escalated. We were supposed to just get some clarity. Both Leon, and we'll have him up in a little bit, both Leon and you, Timi, wanted to have a heart-to-heart to clear the air, to make it clear. And I know you said earlier that you wanted to protect or guard or defend your partner or person that you are dating, to be clear. So how, Timi, did that escalate in that way? I know you grabbed first.
No, I did not grab first. He grabbed my finger.
No, you grabbed first, Travis.
He grabbed my finger first.
You grabbed first, and then there was a second grab.
What was the first grab?
I think because his finger was in your face, and you was like, get your hand out my face.
Yes.
What was the first?
Because he was right there.
No, there was a first grab. Yes.
I didn't grab him though.
Yes, you did. Yes.
But we need to put that in slow motion because I remember.
Well, it's okay, but that's
really
what happened.
If I did, I did.
We'll play it back on a later time, but that's what happened. So,
all the way back.
How did it escalate to the point where you needed to run around the house? We were doing that whole Roadrunner Coyote.
We were playing Ring Around the Rosie.
The thing about it,
I didn't, because like when we got to the house, everybody was cool.
Everybody was real cool. It looked like everybody was having a good time.
It was a little late, but
everybody got in the flow.
I was late too.
Was enjoying each other. So how did it escalate that quickly? Well, not even quickly. How did it escalate at all?
Me and Travis was actually cool at the house.
I noticed that.
You know, we was cool. He came, he greeted me. We was talking. We was laughing. Everything was great. Mm-hmm. However, he told me he wanted me to, see Leon and, introduce us to each other. I said, okay, that's fine. So honestly, I don't have nothing against that man. I don't know him. I don't have nothing against him.
Yeah,
so at the end of the day, because I have a mouth, but we're gonna get to that.
A baby more.
Travis, you're being really rude.
Travis.
Go ahead, this is your flow. You want a moment? Go ahead.
Trying it.
Go ahead.
I got plenty.
Well,
of
keep going. Keep going. Tell me if you want to keep going.
Go ahead.
You need a deep breath?
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead and finish. We have a mature conversation right now, so you can handle it. Let's go.
Okay, so to answer your question, when I had spoke to Leon, I didn't have, it was no room in there to even try to be loud with him or try to, just be acting just retarded and just being very immature, Right. So it was just like, okay, well, let's meet each other, let's see where this goes. I knew that eventually the conversation was gonna come up. However, I'm not gonna be like, as soon as I meet someone, I'm gonna be on rah-rah, I'm not gonna do that. So after that, Travis was like, come on, Tim, sit next to me. I was gonna sit right next to Noel. So I sat next to Travis, and we having a great conversation at the table. This is after I had actually met Leon. Yes. So when I had sat at the table with Travis, we having a good conversation, and some way, somehow, the whole Leon situation had came up. And then that's when Travis flipped. When them cameras came on, Travis was acting like a whole different person. And everyone saw that.
And you wasn't?
No, I'm trying to talk to you.
Tell me, why did you say that my man was in your DMs and all that stuff?
I said, me and your man was being, well, okay, y'all together today. Okay, got it. So what I was saying was that we had changed Instagrams, which you was right there. You was right there. Just clear that up. Okay?
You like one picture when your friend died?
No, my friend had passed away prior to me even coming to Savannah. I met him at Savannah.
But that was the only picture that he liked, was you picture your friend?
No, it was multiple pictures. When I post stuff, he definitely liked it. No shade.
You got blocked, so
no shade.
What did he like?
I mean, if he had never blocked me, you would have definitely had saw what he had liked. And also, I definitely did the exchange, and I liked some of his pictures too. I even gave him compliments on his makeup because he did a really good job in makeup.
So what was the DM?
So it was very friendly, like, hey, what's up? That's it. Nothing else.
Where's the receipt?
Like nothing else. He blocked me, so you can't see nothing.
You can
we was talking prior to that.
Prior to, but when did I ever DM you or message you
I didn't
anything?
even do all that.
Girl, when did I message you or DM you anything?
You making it seem like, hold on, wait, pause. You making it seem like I'm just trying to get at you. You was trying to get at me. It was not like that.
I'm asking you, when did we DM? That's the question.
Where's your phone?
My phone is in my pocket.
Okay, pull it out. Pull it out. You made him. I didn't show nobody first. Okay, I don't talk to him.
So was it a lie?
Anything?
But he brought it.
So what are you talking about?
Okay, honey.
Like, y'all the one to do the blocking.
Let's ask a question. Where's your receipts at? Because every lie that
how
you
can I show receipts and I'll be
you always say the streets talking, honey.
How can I show receipts and I'll be blocked?
What's the screenshot?
Screenshot for what? He's scared. He's not here. I'm not no petty ass bitch.
Yes, you are.
I'm not no petty. What? For what? For what? For what? For what? Bitch, I don't want you to DM me, okay? I don't want you to DM me. I don't.
I do. I love
Sit down.
I love
Sit down.
I love
you. Bye.
We're still waiting you to ask the question. Where's the DM?
If I'm blocked, how the fuck I'm gonna show a DM?
That's not asking
Come on now. If I'm blocked, how I'm gonna show a DM? How? Your man got it. Your man like most of my pictures. I got his man Instagram in front of him. He was mad. He was mad. Trust me. You was right there when your man had made him exchange information. You was.
Yeah, thank you. Where's it at?
Okay, you can easily do it.
It says empty, y'all.
It would have said the message.
Empty.
Okay, show it on your phone. You're unblocked now. Go get your phone, bitch. You're unblocked now. You're unblocked. Go get your phone and show where I DM this bitch.
Let me tell you.
I ain't never DM. You
right now.
Shut the fuck up and let me fucking talk. That's y'all problem. Y'all talk too fucking late. Y'all talk too late. You talk too late.
Go get your phone. Go get your phone. You got 14 grand.
It doesn't matter, bitch.
What made you come out about this now?
This is something that, nobody should be silent about.
So it was both agreed that with no condoms, there would be no penetrative sex?
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. He began to insert himself in me and I said, you know what, no, we're not gonna do this, stop. But then he pretty much laid his body on top of me and was just like, it just feels so good. And I'm like stop, it hurts, I had went to get tested and everything.
The results came back, and how was that?
It definitely has been a journey of just, trying to heal and come back from it.
And we're back with more of the shit we do for love. I need to address this overall, because I feel like this was not just a you thing. I feel like it was a common theme this season. A lot of pump faking. There was a lot of we gonna fight, but we ain't fighting. There was a lot of we gonna fight when there's a crowd so that 5 people can hold me back and 5 people can hold you back. There was a lot. For anybody watching, and we have people in the audience today, so raise your hand if you felt like there was a lot of that was going on. Okay, we got a lot of hands. That was okay.
But let me speak on that. Let me speak on that because we gotta let this make sense.
Okay.
At the end of the day, we all here to do a job.
Of course.
And we have to be very professional.
Yes.
Yes, we talk shit. Yeah, we threaten people and stuff like that. But at the same time, we could not sit here and be fighting on TV. This is not what this is about.
Right. You've been saying that you want to beat everybody.
This show is entertainment.
But I'm
you
taking
can
your
do
word
that without
seriously.
throwing hands.
Right.
You can fight with your mouth. You don't have to fight with throwing hands.
But that's what we're saying.
But you
If you
said
can
let's
fight with your mouth, let's fight with the
But I'm
mouth.
saying it's
You
a
should've
show.
never
It's
said
called
that.
entertaining.
You should have just never said that.
And
When
your
I went
contract,
outside,
and your contract, and all our contracts say no fighting.
In the country, do say go on dates and find love too. It wasn't just about fighting and
worry about
people.
your go on dates and find I'm about to say, bitch, you just got a man this season. Who talking to me or him?
I chose to find love again.
Okay, well,
I
don't
didn't choose
rush
to
nobody
come up
else
here to
find
fight
love
with
if you
y'all.
found love. If you found love, that's good for you.
You
but
said
don't rush nobody
that's
else
what a
find
job
love.
is, but I said also in the country we here to date and find love. I ain't
Okay,
telling
but
the
still,
truth.
Damon,
guess what?
do you feel like Tim was messy?
He was like he's messy. I wouldn't feel like he's messy, but he has messy tendencies. Yes.
So do you feel like who else would you say has the same tendencies?
Of course, Noel.
Oliver.
Well, hell, I guess everybody shit. Well, no, because I don't really say nothing too much. D'Angelo and Travis has a little bit too.
Mm-hmm.
So probably these 4.
Gotcha. So now Rara.
No.
Did anybody feel like Rara was in anything that he shouldn't have been in this season?
Yeah, hell yeah.
What running?
So he was ready. I just wanted to prove that he was ready. I just wanted to make sure he was awake. I just wanted to make sure you was awake. You awake. Congratulations.
I love it. We have some fan questions. And these are actually really good questions. One is from Brian.http. Please change your name. For Noel, is there anything you will not tell?
Honey, if we are on a show that is recorded and somebody say something, I'm going to bring it up. I have a mouth to bring it up, honey. And that's what I'm going to do because it's a job. So Brian, HTTP, honey, yes. Don't tell me on camera.
And again, please change your name. I am Xavier for Tyvan. I understand you get mad when your age is brought up, but why are you so bothered by that?
not necessarily bothered. It just irritates me because it's like,
well, that's the same thing.
Why is it not to me? But okay, but why is it such a big deal? Like it was talked about the whole season. My age, who cares?
Well,
I mean,
clearly people.
I mean, is it because everybody's older? Like I don't. It's weird.
What's up with the older stuff? You know, age ain't that better now.
It's weird. Like why was it such a big?
We've all been your age.
Why was it such a big topic? Like I said before, I'm very accomplished for my age. I do a lot. Like
they didn't know what else to say. They just wanted to use that.
It was just weird.
I get it. What about one from 9_Archie for Travis? Travis, do you feel like Rara and D'Angelo switched up on you at all?
At moments, yes. At moments, no.
Okay. How did that feel when you felt like they did?
It wasn't a good feeling.
I do want to apologize if you felt anyway.
I did.
Well, I don't want to apologize for that, but honestly, nothing. I was not being malicious. I was really just being comical about everything about it. And when I was saying,
"Well, funny,"
it's
funny to you.
I'm talking about in the confessional. Okay. I mean, the world thought it was funny. I mean, but I wasn't trying to do that. What did I do? I don't know what I really. I don't even know why you even mad with me, Travis.
You watched the same show I watched?
Yes.
Okay.
But you know, we're not as close. That's what people don't know off camera. So when they see us on camera again together, they thinking we're supposed to be still freaking frat. But stuff happened off camera that changed our relationship. But even with that, I still didn't go into the show ready to trash Travis. We're not that close, so I'm just like, I don't know if that's his boyfriend or not. This and that and that, and it just carried on the whole season. But that's what I did. But I was not trying to be malicious and everything else like most of these girls were trying to do.
How?
So
when you,
what did I do?
D'Angelo,
all I did was bring up the picture.
Lower your voice. I'm talking.
I don't give a fuck.
You better,
boy.
You better.
Don't y'all do dumb shit with me. Talk about that shit
you gonna
do.
You get broken, bitch. Don't play with me. Bitch gone.
I have a million people. Y'all can talk. Y'all can say something. I don't give a fuck about nobody. I don't give a fuck about you. You somebody you don't want to fight, but you be the first person ready to fight.
When you over that conversation?
What we have a conversation about?
She want Travis to have his
Oh my God.
She the one that's his friend.
Y'all are some actors. Y'all are really good. Y'all are really good. Y'all some fucking actors.
She was Travis's friend.
Go sign up for solitary because y'all don't need to be on this. Y'all are some fucking actors. I don't even know what the fuck they talking about.
It's not even about no fighting. So we literally just having a conversation.
All this information on Travis, y'all the ones who.
You said your piece, right?
Yeah, I did. I'm good.
Your piece has been said. Next question, and this is actually pretty good because it's appropriate for what just happened. Aquarius_Waterboy. I don't know.
Travis, we was bad to you. I really apologize. And I said today I was gonna come because I do look at it. I was like, damn, I was being a little bit too comical with that whole Leon and Travis thing. And and when all my friends was telling me, oh, have you called Travis out there? Because I'm not a person who kissed nobody's ass. And I don't think Travis is the person that kissed nobody's ass too. So I didn't call Travis after the brunch. I didn't call Travis after certain things. Yeah. And I'm glad that they did, but I'm being the man right now to say I did not do it. Because I didn't do it. And I do apologize. Like I said before, we weren't as close as we was before. And I really want you to know that I do not have no issue with you. And if we can start over and maybe, I used to have my little kickbacks and stuff. You used to come over there. And when you're up here, we can still do that. And I want to do that because I really don't have no issue with you. Shut the fuck up. But I do apologize, Travis. I really do. I am so sorry. I'm sorry. I know when going back and looking at it, it do look a little weird. But I really don't have an issue with you. I was just doing what the production wanted me to do is talk about what's going on in the fucking season. And that's what I did. And we weren't as close. So I was like, okay, well, I can just talk about it. Because me and Travis not that close. But I did feel weird coming here today because I'm like, damn, this is going to be so weird with me and Travis. But honestly, I do care about you. And we can move forward if you want to continue to try to put our friendship back. Because with everything that I said really don't. Shut the fuck up. It really don't. It's not nothing. You know it's not really nothing like that, Travis. I always said that you over the top, and you always been like that since I've known you. You always been over the top. And I'm serious. I'm serious, Travis.
Well, I'm glad to see that. That's a beautiful thing. Give him another hand, y'all.
Y'all the two only actors sitting over there.
Aquarius.
And you look like it.
Aquarius underboy. This is the real Waterboy.
I won't say none of you.
1 second.
This is reality, not a fucking sitcom.
You ain't giving it.
Well, go ahead. Bringing drama all the time is not always good. You look a fucking fool. You look a fucking fool.
Noel. Hey, deep breath for me. Thank you.
With my goofy ass.
Deep breath for you. All right.
With my goofy ass. Y'all make me so bothered. You run around.
Bro, I am not bothered.
I don't give a fuck. Bitch, you just childish.
You childish as fuck. You're so young and childish. It don't make no fucking sense.
That's it. That's all you do. That's all the fuck you do.
Run your mouth. That's it. What really got me? I know you said that when you was in the room, you spraying that dirt up on your boyfriend. We didn't know where y'all was. When me and Robert was in the room, we was talking that shit about your sister. And you was see when I said confession, I was like, who had the time to go down 10 years on somebody's Facebook to dig up dirt? That rubbed me the wrong way too, and I feel bad you were doing that. I should have called you.
All right, so let's keep going. Question from Aquarius Waterboy.
Slap.
Not your question, Noel. 1 second. Why do you feel like there's always some drama that pops up when you enter the equation?
I really don't know. They just happen to be around when I come in the room.
It just happens to show up?
Trouble is all around when I come in the room.
It just shows up?
Yeah, it be already there. Then when I walk in the room, it's like, ugh.
Is that what you feel?
Yeah.
Well, we'll leave it with that answer. Ryan, I know your mother passed. How's that been for you?
We just talked about it.
Yeah, right. I know, right? We just had talked about it too. I would say, it's almost been a year now.
Yeah.
I just had like a real bad breakdown probably 2 days ago about it. So it's like still fresh, but you know, I deal with it.
How are you dealing with it?
I guess I'm not. That's why I work so much. So I really don't deal with it because right after my mom passed, I did. A couple months later, I had lost my grandma, and then right after my grandma, I had lost my older sister. So it's like I'm still like just, you know, I'm still dealing, and, you know, it's cool.
Well, I want you to be able to get some kind of help for that because I let people know all the time, time does not heal wounds. Healing heals wounds. And until you get healing, you know, you can have 20 years and still have the same wound open. So I want you to be able to deal with that, but we're praying for you, all right, brother? Just want to let you know that. There is something that you did with Noel at the brunch. You addressed him when he had problems with D'Angelo, and why was that?
Because I felt like the whole way that the conversation, how it went, it shouldn't have went like that. And then at the end of the day, D'Angelo is also my friend, and he's also defending his friend. But I felt like it wasn't no need to go how it went. So that's why I had said what I said. And then also, I was there. So I also seen how it was at the brunch when we was having that conversation, and it was nothing on the way of trying to make it seem. And I didn't like that, so that's why I said what I said.
Who are you closest to right now?
Damian and D'Angelo.
Gotcha. And would you want to be closer to anybody in the group that you...
I really don't have no issues with anybody.
Okay.
I really don't have no issues with nobody. It's just that I don't like how Noel comes off sometimes. And other than that, but me and Noel don't talk since then and all that and got cool and stuff like that. So it's like his drama with me, it need for me to be there. He threw me in that for no reason. We talked about that as well. So that's why we like how we are now. But I don't have no problem with nobody.
Oh, well, we'll be right back with more.
Next to Rise is a new singing competition.
An original series by Land King Films.
Unpredicted, unscripted,
and undiscovered.
This show will bring you real emotions.
An unreal experience that will leave you wanting more.
We found 12 contestants that will begin the show.
But only 8 will move forward to compete for a cash prize of $500.
Here's the twist. Each week, each contestant will have to defend their spot
in the spotlight.
Myself and Coach Ron.
Myself and the amazing Coach Aeryn have prepared
several challenges on the search to find that one.
That one.
Who will be the next
to rise.
In the end, there will only be one winner. All right. So with Next to Rise, what we are looking for is the best of the best. We're looking for outstanding, something we've never seen before. You know what I'm saying? You can sing in Atlanta, cool, everybody can.
What we're looking for in the contestants is artistry, performance, talent.
There's somebody on every corner, but can you stand toe to toe with some of the best in the business and stay in your grind, right? We're literally looking for a jackpot.
We want everything. We want the full package. This is Next to Rise, obviously, so have everything.
I know I love you because you are very humble and you just appreciate everything that's going around you, whether it be your family, your friends, your career.
I ain't gonna say that you don't know what you want, but you being a little scared and afraid of a relationship and all that, I do think that's something that we could, talk to him about if you think we need to talk to him about it.
Yeah, like I said, that's what I said.
Well, for
I
you
want to
mostly.
let you know that I am. This is what I want, and we are going to continue to do what we're doing.
Okay.
Supposed to be relocating, so that's why, things are a bit different than 2016 when you first reached out.
Okay, so what are we gonna do? So what's up? What's up? I mean, I'd like to get to know you and see what happens, see where we go.
I'm with you.
I feel like you knew me before, everything started changing.
All right, we are back for season 2 reunion for The Shit We Do for Love. Look, this talk already has been, like I said at the top of this, exposing, but we have a lot more to do, especially with our couples all around the room here and friends. We are welcomed by several people. Go ahead and introduce yourselves. We'll start over here on the right.
My name is Miquel.
Thank you for joining us, brother. And tell us how you got on the show and who you know.
I was friends with Noel, so I was just a friend of, and then I went on a few dates with Tyvan. I met Travis at his birthday party. He's really cool. And I just met people, you know what I mean? Damian's really cool. We became cool and just meeting people, so I'm just here.
Awesome. Glad to have you, brother. Next up, we have, you can introduce yourself. Go ahead, brother.
I'm Leon, the Renner Center.
Okay, yeah. Get it to it, man.
We'll leave it right there for right now. What about over here, my brother?
My name is Antonio. I was brought to the group because me and James love our baby together.
I love it. And last but not least,
I'm Marley J. Of course, I was brought by my love interest, right?
Come on, love interest. Yes, love interest.
Yeah, that's hands.
You know what it is? And I love that. Love is a real thing, and I'm big on love. I'm big on dating, and that's why I do what I do. But in the situation where, let's start here with Dave and Buster's, right? Where you walked off, why was that?
I'm gonna just be honest.
Yeah.
I don't have the attitude for that type of situation, whatever that you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? I'm good with people going back and forth, cattiness and all of that stuff. But when you start being disrespectful, that's where my attitude kind of. So before I come out of character and let people see me in the public eye act a fool, I walked off.
Makes sense.
That's me being honest.
I get that. Now, you had an opportunity to see people like Noel speak poorly about your partner. How did that feel?
Like I said, I can deal with a lot of mess, but it's the disrespect that I can't deal with. Calling somebody dumb and stupid and all that, to me is stupid to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you stoop that low to try to belittle somebody on national TV? That's my only thing.
Not true.
You can have conversations with people. You can feel the way you want to feel about them, and talk about them. But when you want to try to disrespect somebody and belittle their character for everybody to see when they haven't done it to you, to me, that is a slap in the face.
I think sometimes in our community, we don't realize how name calling can really affect people. I remember I was, as a kid, called dumb by a teacher. And when it happened to you, I was thinking about it, and it stuck with me for years, so much so that I broke up with a partner over them slipping out of their mouth calling me stupid. It affected me that much. I realized that even though I know I'm not, I didn't ever want to be called that again. And I think in our community, we just are so loose with just calling people names that we don't realize the triggers that can really pull on people and where it can take them. And so I'm glad that we addressed that, because I don't.
I've come a long way. I'm not stupid or slow, however you.
People may have.
Well, as a business owner, we know that. Yeah, you're clearly not.
To me, people may have a issue, or they may not be able to speak like everybody else can speak. They can't articulate themselves the way that everybody else can articulate themselves. But that does not mean that they're stupid or they're dumb. So to have somebody put that narrative out there, I don't mess with or fuck with nobody who does that. I have people and friends that have committed suicide for having people bully them that way.
Absolutely.
So to see that on national TV,
yes,
I can't deal with it.
I agree.
That's why I walked off, because I don't know these people. You know, I don't have anything against anybody, but when I see somebody bullying somebody in my presence, and it's on TV, so I wanted him to have his moment, because you would have saw me acting a plumb fool on TV. I just got up and walked off and let him have his moment.
It made me go harder in what I got
to even go after more.
Yes, it did.
As did it me, so I'm glad to hear that.
I just launched my third collection yesterday.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Which I've been working hard on, because I had got writer's block. Like, what can I do next? What I do next? And Robert was like, when are you putting this shit out? You keep saying you're gonna do this, but when you got like such a creative mind, it's just like so hard. And then when it's time, and it was time.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Congratulations again, brother. Let's go to Renner Center.
Hold it, bitch. Down.
He said it. I just.
All right,
calm down. My name isn't Tim. All right, so my name isn't Tim. So, Leon, you have a chance here on this platform to speak for yourself. So feel free. What are your thoughts about everything that's been going on around you and the ambiguity about who you are and who you are to to Travis?
So in the beginning, I did feel some type of way towards Travis because I did feel like he might have been putting that narrative out there. But I don't think it was him that was putting the title out there. I thought that at first only because there was so many people referring to me as that. For me, it takes a lot to get that title, and if we're dating, I'm not gonna give you the opportunity to use that title if that's not the case. So I was telling him, if people are saying that and they're saying like, I'm your boyfriend, I hope you're correcting them. So, in the beginning I did feel some type of way about that, but I don't think there was some putting the narrative out there though.
How did it feel to watch it back and to be in person and see people and hear people saying that?
I knew what was true, so in the situation, like when I met everybody in Savannah, it didn't bother me. It was kind of funny to me. That's why you saw me laughing at the situation, because we know what's going on, so we know that that's not the case. So to me, hearing people that don't know me say that, it's funny to me. I don't give a fuck about that. So it's just a laughing matter to me.
I love that.
So it's like Travis, he expresses stuff differently when it comes down to saying my man and stuff like that. And I can understand how to others that may sound like somebody saying it's official and that's your boyfriend and stuff like that, but it's not official. Like we're not, in a relationship. We are dating, but at the end of the day, that's my man, and I'm gonna stick beside him.
I'm gonna stick beside him.
Ooh. That's right.
No. We gotta take a break.
Wait a minute. So what is it about Travis that really does it for you?
I like his personality. He has a big personality. I do as well. He also has a relationship with God like no other. I've never dated somebody that has a relationship with God the way he does. It's been times where he's put me on the back burner for his personal time with God, and that was something I really respected. So we've known each other for a while now. I've pretty much gotten to know a lot about him and, some things that I like and don't like, but yeah.
As in all relationships, right?
Yeah.
And coming over here, tell us a little bit more about your situation and how you two are connected now, as of today.
Well, you should answer that, Miquel. I wasn't the one who brought up you getting to know somebody else, and you caught me kissing somebody, so you can speak.
All right. So I met Tyvan at Noel's dog party. Yeah. We exchanged information. We went on a date. When I shared with Noel that I thought, we didn't really have romantic chemistry, but we had what I felt was some type of compatibility, and I thought he was cool. When I shared that, I was also kind of updated that when you and Timi and Noel sat down, you had told Noel that there was no interest there. There would probably not be a second date. The only reason we continue to go on dates is because I got contacted from production to go on more dates. So the only reason that the scene of the moment at the dinner happened is because Noel made a comment about me and Timi, which wasn't completely true. And when they were asking me, well, we just saw you with Tyvan, why are you with Timi? I was letting them know, well, hell, in Savannah, he was kissing somebody else. So why are y'all concerned about, what I'm doing, which wasn't really the case. So that was that's what that moment was. It was like an explanation of, we can do what we want to do. It's not like me trying to throw him under the bus, because as you see, I didn't even say the person's name. The person hasn't been brought up. When they were asking who, I was quiet. So it wasn't one of those moments, and I've been very disappointed at some of the actions, or the energy rather, that you've been giving me in regards to that, because I wasn't messy with you. I didn't go out there and say, I saw him doing X, Y, and Z. The only reason I brought it to the table was because I was being questioned about it.
I feel like it was messy, but whatever.
And you're entitled to feel that way, but again, you have my explanation.
My point is, what's the point in me, if I did kiss somebody, you said we already had a convo.
Did you?
I did. Because I can do what the fuck I want to do, and he can do what the fuck he want to do too. We already had that conversation. But my point is, if we already had that convo of we can do what we want to do because we're not dating exclusively, we never called each other boyfriends, we never said we love each other. I didn't even hold hands with this dude. We never kissed or anything. Cause first, I'm not an easily accessible type of person. So it takes time to even kiss me. But anywho, my thing is what's the point in bringing that up that I kissed somebody when we already had an understanding of we can do what we want to do.
So if it takes a long time for you to kiss people, this was someone that you had known a long time?
I mean, I've got to know him on a deeper level than Miquel.
And so based on the people in the house who weren't in relationships, who was it? Just process of elimination.
I'm about to say, I know who it was. Who did you see me kiss? With your own eyes, you saw me kiss somebody for real?
Yeah.
Okay.
Means you can say it.
No, I'm not. Because even though you've done that, the other person hasn't given me that permission to. So.
Okay, I respect it. So we can keep that confidential.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
We'll leave it there for right now?
We'll leave it there for now.
All right. On this side, coming back over to you guys, it's good to see y'all really holding hands and doing all those beautiful things. How has it been seeing so much tension? Like, you've been at different events with him where it was like tension. How is that? And we all saw your expression on TV where you were like either over it or you were whispering in his ear, like, what is going on? I mean, so what was your feeling just being with him in that moment, in those moments?
For me, I have a bad temper. So when certain stuff happen like that, you know it's not to bring me around. And that was just the day I was like, I'm gonna go eat lunch, and I happened to get water threw all over my salmon by somebody. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't expecting that, but for me, I won't put myself in those situations again because I actually am an artist and I do stuff outside of that, and I don't want it to tarnish my brand. Mm-hmm. So with that, everybody's cool, you get me. But when it comes down to my love life, that's what it's going to be, and it's not going to be drama from anybody else. So over here, we good.
For those who are remaining on the show and are in relationships, how has the process been being on the show with your relationship? I'll start right here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because Antonio, he ain't no camera guy at all.
Yeah.
So when we first did the first filming with the bowling alley, when I finally saw, I was like, oh, we look good on the camera together. You wasn't looking nervous or nothing, Antonio. But it was fun. Antonio started to like the film. He got a little more comfortable because at first I felt like it was gonna be like we acting because we have so much more fun when we be at home. But when the cameras come on, it's just like. It's not like we got to do this and do that. That feels a little awkward, but it's starting to get better.
Good. How was it after the fact with being a couple that is seen on TV?
Looking at us on camera, I was like, oh my God, we look so good together.
That's what you kept thinking. What about for you, brother?
And I've been knowing her for like 19, not 19, 10. A little over 10 years.
I was about to say.
So romantically, we used to mess around back in the day.
I remember
but
that.
This is all new for the both of us. Because at first it was just like, okay, just I'm in town.
Hook it up, yeah.
Do. And when I used to be back and forth from Atlanta, I used to be staying in different states. So when I would come here, he lives here. So I was like, okay, well, Antonio, we hit each other up and do whatever.
I'm here.
So this is new. So the romantic thing was very new for us, and we're still learning that. But I'm here.
Right, what about for you? How was it for you? Do.
But for me, like it was real different. I'm not gonna say I live DL life because I don't, but I just came out to my mom in 2017. And when I came out to my mom, it was new. Like I still I don't feel comfortable let her know about all the gay shit. So it's kind of be like when we recording, I'm telling him, look, don't be doing all this.
When we was in the hotel, he did not want to do that. I was all
this on the sound and it's gonna sound kind of crazy though, because I have nieces and nephews, and it's not to say that what I'm doing is wrong, but I'm not ready to have that conversation. My nieces and nephews are very vocal, you know what I'm saying? So it's hard for them to see me kissing a man on TV and they come to me, hey, so what was you doing? I'm like, I don't know how to have that conversation.
Yeah.
So it's kind of new to me. So yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up. For who else has had difficulty bringing up that kind of level of conversation with their parents or family? You as well? How is it being on the show?
I did not want to do this show at all. I agreed to do one scene with Noel, and then to turn into this. So like, this is gonna be the first time for a lot of people. My frat brothers, this is gonna be their first time. Like, my mother knows, but I feel like my sexuality isn't something that I have to come in and present to people. Right. So this is like going to be a formal presentation.
Same.
Yeah.
That's the thing with him too.
Wow. And that's tough. That's tough when you're trying to build a relationship and still deal with family dynamics at the same time. For the rest of you, your family dynamics, how are they?
I just feel like I'm grown and I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Okay.
Out of respect for my family, like my mom, she knew, but you know, we never really had that conversation, and she was never around for me to do that. And I did it with my godmama. So for my mom, I felt like, oh girl, I had already done that. You know what I'm saying? But so for me to have that conversation with her, it was different. But she just said to me like, oh, what's up? As long as you ain't walking around here acting like this and that, we cool. And then for a minute, I didn't really accept it at first because like I was into sports and stuff like that. Like in high school, I had girlfriends and stuff. I wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't until I got with my love 1-2-1-2, and it was, you know what I'm saying? But when I did with my little, I was into it and it was me, you know what I'm saying? So like once my mama and my dad went on it. To this day, he's still on it. He cool, he'll say it, but he ain't on it. But having that conversation, let him know, hey, this me, and this is what it is. And if you ain't gonna accept me, then we can't have that. And you can't get mad at me because you live your life.
So for each of you, what's a thing that you learned by being on the show about dating, whether yourself or dating someone else?
Keep your business to yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay to.
Everybody does not need to know who your man is, who you dating, because it causes tension and frustration in your own relationship.
But at the same time, you do want to express your love, and you want to open up people to what you got going on. You want people to know that you're happy. You want people to feel that you're happy.
Yeah.
If you are afraid of people taking your information and doing exactly what they did with it, then I wouldn't express myself either. I would keep myself to a point where when I feel comfortable, that's when I'm gonna tell you some stuff. Not just because I'm a boast about, oh, I'm happy. No, it's not about that. It's about me being happy in my own house. I don't care about y'all knowing I'm happy.
I get that. Anyone else?
Communication for me. I know there's times Leon was wishing that I would have communicated things with him more effectively. When you're dating somebody else, the level of communication that you may think is okay and maybe acceptable, it may not be for him.
Yeah,
so it was plenty of times that listen, Ike Turner was going off of me head. Y'all didn't see that side.
My thing is, you know, I act. So by me acting, you know, I have to do things with other people, not saying like, you know, we finna have sex, this and that, but I might have a sex scene. And then to my dude, hey, well, babe, you wanna look over this scene with me? You wanna go over my lines with me? And we look at him, it's this and that. But then when you see it on camera, well, dang, babe, you ain't say you had to pull your pants down. Well, you ain't say, okay, well, I ain't wanna, you know what I'm saying? So in a relationship, I have to respect him like, okay, well, I can't be doing this because I'm in a relationship. But then I also want him to respect me like, okay, this is also art. So I had to learn how to talk to him and say, okay, well, this is what it is. And if you're not cool with this, then I gotta respect that. But also, you know, this gonna make us some.
And two more things for me too. I'm still learning this. Listening. I haven't mastered that yet because you know sometimes I listen with my ears and not my heart. And as soon as I hear something wrong, what the hell? What the hell? You know, we got your whole argument.
I always got an answer for everything.
And that's me. You know, that's me. I feel like I have answered everything. I get offended so quickly instead of listening. And catching attitudes, you know, that's one thing I work it on. You know, I'm a little bit more sensitive than Leah is, and I catch attitudes quicker than he would, and I get more sensitive when it comes to this particular stuff. Like even yesterday. Oh no, that was today. That was today. This morning.
Every day.
Well, it wasn't every day, but
we argued on the way.
But anyways, that was early today. You know, I was very upset. And he was like, Travis, lose your attitude. I walked off and still had attitude. You know, so I'm working on that because you could be a Debbie Downer. You know, I'm working.
That's what's up.
I'm working.
As long as you put in the work and anything.
True.
I'm trying.
True. Anything from you guys?
I learned to not be so defensive all the time. Like watching back, I do realize like I do get easily offensive, and I'm working on that as well. Like everybody else, we're all imperfect, but I really take the time to work on myself every day. Like, I don't want to be the same person like 20 years from now. Like, I want to constantly evolve and change and become a better person because that brings in better opportunities and blessings for myself. So, yeah.
For me, prior to this, I hadn't been dating for a while. Like, I got through a breakup, I took some me time, and being on the show and going on dates with Ty, it kind of made me miss romance. And it made me realize I do want love, you know what I'm saying? So it's a process. So like, and then even seeing you guys, it reminds me of the things that I've been through and the things I've tried to like heal from and I got to work on. So it's put the desire to want love back in me.
That's good.
I think relationships are dramatic enough without having to add any extra to it, right? Like, so some of the other external stuff that were outside of your relationship, I was like, I don't really think that none of this is necessary, especially the single people. I had no business in people who are in relationships business.
Say that one more time.
Single people have no business.
And one for the son.
No business in somebody else's relationship. Well, the good thing is, as we wrap up here, is that this has truly shown people that relationships can work. Through all the mess, through all the drama, through the miscommunications, through the accusations, that relationships can work and that you can love again even when you shut down your heart. So I just want to thank all of you and to the rest of the cast that's been on here. It's truly been a pleasure to lead this great reunion today. Thank you all for getting through it. Y'all can take another deep breath, breathe in on 3, 1, 2, 3. We did it, y'all. To everybody at home, I hope you remember that you deserve amazing, amazing love. Don't ever second guess the fact that you deserve it. And keep tuning in to the shit we do for love because we got more coming for you. Until then, have a beautiful day. Peace out.